So we're sitting here 1 week out from the big release of Magicka. Finally, it's done. I'm going to give you a classic sports question. How does that feel?
It feels great, actually. I mean, after these long years, actually 3 years in the development for us to start it, but 2 years is a serious project. That's really something, and especially coming from the background that we did. Dropping out of college and starting a gaming company, it feels pretty good, actually.
Something you'd recommend to anyone else to do?
No, kid, stay in school. But no, actually, I mean, it's been a combination of finding extremely talented people, having a lot of luck, and also finding a partner that we see eye to eye with Paradox.
Has it been a learning experience building a company and building a game at the same time?
Oh yeah, I mean, when we first started the company, we got a lot of advice of which pitfalls not to fall into, but of course those learning lessons have to be experienced. So we fell into pretty much all of them.
So you basically took that advice more as a roadmap on what for pitfalls to visit.
Yeah, we took the map and turned it around, and we drew our own map. So I mean, we could have done a lot better in if we had known what we were up against. But I mean, I think it's like that with everything you do. You have to have the first-hand experience.
So what has been the big challenge with Magicka, getting it to this stage that it is here now, that it's ready for release?
Well, the most challenging aspect of it was probably realizing how far we should take the concept, which part were the important ones and which ones weren't. I mean, looking back, if we go back 1.5 years or something like that, we hadn't really found the focus of the game yet, and we were like fumbling around blindly in a room looking for the light switch, which we pretty much found when we found a publisher. And that was one of the turning points for the game, when we realized, okay, this is what we got to do. This is how rapidly we have to develop, and the direction we were going to take the development in. From the beginning, we were building the second story before we had the basement done.
So is it also a matter of killing babies, things that you want to have in but maybe don't fit entirely into the game?
Actually, we managed to keep most of our babies alive, anyways, and those we had to kill weren't that good to begin with. So I think it's rather a mattering of filtering out which babies are fit for the concept that you're making, and we pretty much done I think we've done a pretty good job at finding. This is the essence of Magicka, and this is what's gonna make the game great.
Another thing that first-time developers often find hard to get right is polish and getting a project out that's all that it could be. And you delayed the game in order to polish it more. How important was that, do you feel, now?
That is one of the biggest challenges we've had, actually, realizing how much time is spent on implementing, knowing when to stop implementing, and when to polish the game. There's a lesson well learned that the polishing aspect should be quite a big part of the development process. Luckily, as a PC game, we have the room for patches, and we have room for improvements later down the pipeline. But of course, we have polished the game as much as we can, and we've delayed the game just because of that reason, that we wanted to polish it even further. And from the original release date, or the original time plan, if we would have released on time at that point, it would pretty much not have been the game it is today at all.
So originally it was planned as a console release as well. Are there still console plans in somewhere?
We switched focus to the PC development purely, just to be able to complete the product and get it out on the market, and especially since we saw that Magicka as a game, as a co-op game, has a lot of potential on the PC market because of the lack of like hot seat cooperative games on the PC market, and I think that we're really gonna shine there. But regarding the consoles, of course, there's always interest in looking at consoles. There's a lot of gamers. They're anxious for Magicka, and hopefully everything will turn out good in the end.
So where do you move next? This project is done. Do you have ideas for new projects that you're kicking around at the moment?
We have a couple of other projects in mind, which we're going to look into. Some really exciting ones. But in the closest thing now in the future is DLCs for Magicka, patches, and other goodies. So we won't just abandon Magicka because it's done, but it's like our child. We want to nourish it and see it grow up. And that's really important to us.
So in terms of DLC plans, what kind of things can we expect?
Well, the most obvious thing is extra challenges. That's where the main focus is going to be. More food for the hardcore crowd, or well, those who play the game a lot. But of course, we're going to release like some additional character models and like eye candy. And then we got some other hidden DLCs plans that I can talk about now. But I'm really excited by those, and I think we're gonna shock the industry with our one of our DLC announcements.
And so how far in the future are you looking for DLC on Magicka? You think it's going to keep you going for a year or two, or?
We haven't really decided yet on how long we're going to push it, but it mostly depends on how well it's received by the community.
And hopefully in a week everyone's playing Magicka.
Yeah, hopefully. I will be anyways. I'm going to protect my leaderboard status, so we're going to be gaming frantically in the office the next coming weeks to keep the throne.
Oh. Hopefully a couple of weeks. Maybe you give up before then.
Yeah, I mean during the beta period, we already were beaten in at the leaderboard. So I don't know.
I think I've never heard of a developer who's the best at their game.
No, I don't think so either. And I'm pretty sure that someone out there is gonna become pros at our own game and find better ways to exploit the game, the spell system, which is to be exploited. It's designed as such.
All right. So Magicka out in a week. Thank you very much for your time, Johan.
Thank you.
Get your robes ready.